right, just first off, we're proud of our guys. You know, it's been a tough, last couple of weeks. It's been a tough season, in general. But I was really proud of them for how they approached this week and the work that they poured in. Just from senior to freshman, there was a lot of investment just going to go push to be better. And obviously, it's been one of those seasons where we faced plenty of adversity. Like I told them, at the beginning of the week, we do always have the choice of how we respond. What we're going to be willing to pour in, what we're going to be willing to invest in others. Obviously, the standard of how we want to play and what we want it to look like. And ultimately, with every player, I just want them to be able to come out and you'll be their best in the moment. And so definitely pleased for the response that we saw even throughout the course of the game. Some good, some bad, some things that showed up. But I thought our guys were encouraging to each other. They picked each other up, and then guys, whether it was a good play or a bad play, I thought they maintained focus to go and make the most out of the next one. And it's good we were able to play a lot of different guys. I thought we got some good experience for them, and obviously leads us into this last week. And it's a huge week for us. I mean, we immediately started talking about it in the locker room. I mean, this week means so much for our program. It means so much for our team and each individual that's in there. And we want to make sure that we continue to push forward to go be the absolute best we can be, and go put a stamp on the end of this season with finishing up with a great performance here in a week from now. But our guys, you're definitely proud of them, and I thought it was a good response, here, from all the experiences we've had over the last couple of weeks.
All right, first question will be Brendan, top left.
What went into the decision to start tonight, and I guess what did you take away from his performance?
I mean, I thought he's done a good job, trying to continue to work, whether it's through practice, obviously, out there and his opportunities he's gotten in the game. He's done obviously an emphasis of trying to make sure that we're protecting the ball, make sure we're creating the explosives, and then just the overall operation. It's been nothing. As you go through it, it's not really been clean for either guy that's been playing quarterback, for to the standard of what we'd like. But I thought Luke has done a good job in taking advantage of opportunities. He's had some good plays, some bad plays, but I really love the mindset that he's brought, and I thought he showed a great response here today. And had a couple misses, there early, but really, I thought bounced back, there right before the end of the first half, and then obviously starting off the second half with a bang, with a great throw, down the field to Ja'Kai, and then you kind of saw him just really relax and kind of fall into the comfort of getting out there and playing. And it's every experience is a big experience for Luke or Brock, and both those guys being as young as they are. And so I thought it was a good job by him, and I was really proud of Brock when he came in on his drive and let us down to score a touchdown as well.
All right, next will be Ira, third row on your right.
What did you think about the defense? Obviously, the third teamers give up a late score, but overall, what did you think of the defense?
Yeah, I was pleased, and I was playing an offense that has the elements of the triple option like they do. It comes down to discipline, focused communication. I thought our guys did a really solid job of that. There's some plays that you'd like to have back, and where maybe that wasn't as good as it needed to be. But to be able to go majority of the game, keeping them out of the end zone and not allowing points. I mean, it was really a good performance by those guys, and I thought all three levels showed moments where they did really good things.
All right, next will be Jordan in the middle.
Coach, you mentioned throughout the year that teams sometimes lack in confidence. Can a game like today give you guys some of that, take the edge off going into a big game next week?
Well, I mean, I think you've got to take every experience and grow from it. And whether it's a good result or sometimes even a challenging result. I mean, sometimes the challenging result, I mean, I think could still give confidence if you will respond to them, and if you can show that, and you know, the issues that have shown up, and I'm aware of them, I understand how to correct it, and I'm willing to go take that step. I mean, it's the belief in what you can overcome, and, you know, obviously it's good to get out there and to see guys operate, to see guys move with a little bit different step, you know, as we were starting to have success. And, you know, so I think it definitely is something that you can build upon, some of the positive elements that we've been working in practice, seeing those showing up on the field and guys performing in the moment.
All right, let's stay over there, go to the right for Corey.
In hindsight, you won by 5 touchdowns, but it was only 3-0, and it's 3rd and 11, and he hit Shakai for I guess a 12-yard gain in the middle of the field, kind of stood in the pocket. Was that when maybe he kind of clicked a little bit, or you thought he kind of clicked and made the play?
Yeah, that was a big play, and there's no question. I mean, it's, you know, you get in, you know, his first start, you know, always going to be nerves, always going to be things that you're working through, but I mean, I thought that was a play for him that kind of sparked just, you take a deep breath, go play the game. Trust your eyes, trust your feet, you know, hold it in the pocket, and you know, there's times that you're gonna have to move, and you know, ultimately that's a part of playing that position. But I thought that he really did some good things working through his progressions with his eyes, trusting his feet, you know, in his drops, but that was definitely a big spark for him, and ultimately kind of got us rolling.
We'll go to Kurt, second row.
You talked about, I guess, was it the plan coming in to kind of not do the back and forth at quarterback, but give Luke time and give kind of extended time to Luke? And I guess, what do you think the success after the weeks where, like you said, there may not have been a ton of it can do for him and his confidence going into one more game and then the off season?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's big, and it's good to see see him kind of get in a rhythm. And you know, we were coming into it still open to the possibility of what if there was how much the quarterbacks would go back and forth, but as we started getting rolling, and kind of had in my mind, I was going to try to get through 3 or 4 drives, and just really see Luke as he started off, what that would look like, and as he got rolling and we put together the touchdown drives, I thought it was something just to kind of let him continue to build upon the confidence that he was showing, and just some of the things that where you saw him, the game was slowing down a little bit for him just throughout. And so, yes, I think all those things will help him take a positive step here going into this week. And like I said earlier, I mean, I really like the fact that Brock came in, and even in that, they had 1 drive tonight, but was able to go make some throws, lead us down, and finish in the end zone. So it was good just being ready for his opportunity, because there's been the back and forth, and I thought he capitalized on what he had today.
We'll go back to Ira.
You've been giving the young skill players action over the last 5-6 weeks, but it seems like today they're making tougher catches, they're blocking a little better. Are you seeing them make that step?
Yeah, I mean, it's they're putting in a lot of work, and that's one thing I am pleased with, is that I still see the continued investment. I mean, regardless of the record, the feelings. I mean, especially those young guys. I mean, they're hungry to be difference makers for this program, and they're all at different places, in their journey, in continuing to grow, continuing to mature, building a confidence in what it is that they're being asked to do and how they're being asked to do it, but also just the physical and mental maturity that's growing in them with each rep that they get. And I was really pleased to see those guys be able to go out there and execute in the moment, and it was big for us, because, like I mentioned, there's a couple of young tight ends had big catches. The Kai Danzy, I was so happy to see, because that was basically the same play that I can't remember, Clemson or whatever game that was a few weeks back. But to see that response on that throw, that was really big for him. All the young receivers, I thought got in and got some action. Elijah Moore, we're gonna redshirt him here, so he did not play today, but and won't play next week. But for all those guys who were able to get in there and get to work, I thought it was really positive.
Come over here for Liam.
Coach, 175 rushing yards for you guys, 6 rushes over 10 yards. Just with this season, when it's been so close to breaking out for you guys, just to get that game under your belt with the rushing yards, how big is it for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, even in that, you know, there's still opportunities that we left out there, but, you know, to be able to have some success, to see the backs, you know, I thought we had some really good track runs where guys were right where they needed to be and able to, you know, to create enough space to allow for the explosive. I thought, you know, the quarterbacks did a good job, being able to control the edge, you know, for the most part, and, you know, obviously the offensive line and tight ends, you know, they were battling. I mean, there's still plenty of things that we gotta get corrected even from today, but, you know, I thought they were definitely fighting to make that to where we can have the balance and to be able to even help us a little bit with play action.
All right, we'll go to Corey on the right.
How do you, when you're playing an overmatched team, how do you put in perspective the win with your players? I know you want them to enjoy it because it's been 2 months really since a win, but is it on to the next one? Do you let them enjoy it today? Like it's a kind of a unique thing to win a game like this and then have Florida the next week. You want to celebrate the win.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, you enjoy the experience that you just had, and then, you know, our focus goes to you know, what's ahead, and, you know, it's a huge game for us. I absolutely want them to enjoy today, and, you know, winning football games is hard, and yes, I mean, you know, there's still good and bad that came out of today's contest where we're gonna have to have an opportunity to go get better, but you enjoy the experience. We came to win a game today, and we were able to accomplish that, and you will enjoy that. But, you know, just like I said in that locker room, everything between now and, you know, next Saturday after 7 o'clock, I mean, it's going to be putting us in the best position to achieve success, or, you know, has the potential to hold us back. And you know, I want everything from these players, coaches, everybody involved in the program to go fight for this next week, and to do everything in our power to finish this season the right way.
All right, we'll go back to the middle for Jordan.
Coach, you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but with so many moving parts on the coaching staff, just how did you feel that operation was today?
I thought the staff did a good job. You know, defensively, I thought it was a very coordinated approach. I thought, you know, Randy did a nice job. We kind of moved and changed to some dynamics of how where we were. Randy was down on the field. You know, we moved a couple coaches up in the box. I thought they communicated well. You know, it was everybody has to take on a little bit bigger role, and you know, our coaching staff, I'm grateful for the work that they're pouring in, and you know, just pleased to see that you know, be able to execute the way that they did. You know, being there for our players.
All right, come back to our on your right.
Ashland Barker in particular, but other guys have had opportunities to not finish plays. For him to do that, and then you also got the fumble recovery on special teams too. It's something this team has really lacked all year.
Yeah, that was a big. I mean, you know, for us, we have to have those explosive plays, and you know, it's been something that we've been really good at here the last few years, and obviously this year it's been a challenge for us. And you know, Willie Suarez, you know, on the punt, you know, I thought it was awesome just, you know, seeing a freshman. You know, we worked the drills, and a young wide receiver, obviously got great speed. It's something I'm excited about, you know, for what his future can be. But to see him out there on a punt cover and to take a shot on the ball, get the ball out for us to be able to recover it, that was huge. For Ash to be able to finish the interception, get a big return, you know, those are things, because we've had our moments, we've had our opportunities, but we just haven't finished. And it was good to see, you know, guys step up and be able to make that play. You know, and obviously it was big for you know, today's outcome, and then obviously the overall expectation of what we're trying to do.
Anything else, Coach? All right.
Thank you guys.